What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Eric Crocker here, and we're not talking about 49ers. We're not talking about the draft prospects. We're talking about how I lied my way onto the New York Jets. All right, so if you want to hear that story, keep it locked right here. Let's go.
Intercepted. It is picked off by Eric Crocker. Over midfield, he'll run it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Crock Talk TV podcast. Peace. Welcome to another episode of Crock Talk TV. I'm your host, former NFL and AFL defensive back Eric Crocker, and I almost was not able to use the former NFL part in my intro. We're taking it back, man. 2012. Stupid Eric Crocker. All right. At this time, I was in my rookie year of the Arena Football League, fresh out of college. All right, college. I finished my last season, basically the fall semester of 2011. So 2012, a few months later, found myself in the Arena Football League. All right, and another time I'll really go in depth about this story and how everything transpired. But I'm in the Arena Football League. We're balling. We're playing good. I'm a rookie, the only rookie starter on the team. Started every game as a rookie. And after one of the games, we played against Pittsburgh. It was a home game. We balled out, man. Like we won, we kicked ass. Played against Taj Boyd. That was his name, right? Taj Boyd played for Virginia Tech quarterback. But anyways, played against them. We did our thing. We balled out. And after the game, we went, hey man, let's have a few drinks. Went to a little spot. They comped us some drinks and everything. I had one of those Long Islands. All right, and I don't know, they tasted good. So all right, let me drink one of these Long Islands, and then we get on, and we're going to the house. Maybe meet up with some girls, whatever the case is. Me and a few of my teammates. Well, we get in the car, we're driving, and I remember one of my teammates saying, "Hey, Croc, you need me to drive?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm good. Like, I ain't drunk or nothing." That was strike one, right there. So we get on the freeway. A few of us are driving home and we start to speed. I'm going 80 miles an hour in a 70-mile-an-hour zone. Strike two. All right. Police they got to pull one of us over, and they pull over the one with the tinted windows and the big rims, which happened to me. Strike three. All right. The police, pull us over. They asked me, have you had anything to drink tonight? Maybe, I'm not really thinking nothing of it. I had a Long Island. Like, hey, yeah, I had one little drink, Long Island. I ain't drunk or nothing. That was strike four. All right. I don't even know you can have strike fours, but now, okay, let's just reset the strike count. All right. That's strike one again. And, so he says, please step out the car. So I step out the car. They do the little field sobriety test where they make you do your little balance and all that. And I passed it. All right. I'm good, man. And he's like, well, still got to take you in because you got alcohol in your system. I'm like, what? You got to take me in, like, to jail? Yeah. I'm like, wow. All right. So, stupid young Eric Crocker, I go to jail for the night. When I get there, they do the little sobriety test where they make you blow into the thing. And once you blow into it, to spit out what you do or whatever. The legal limit is, it was like 0.08. And I blew like 0.05 or something like that. So I was below the legal limit. But so they couldn't get me with a DUI, but they gave me a wet and reckless. That's what they call it out there. All right. So basically, you have some sort of alcohol in your system and you're driving, but not enough to hit you're drunk. So they set a court date. I end up having to go to court, and they're like, all right, you can't leave Bexar County, which is the county that San Antonio is in. All right. You can't leave the county for a year. You can't leave the county for a year. You have to do 1,000 hours of community service. You have to pay a fine. And there was another thing. You have to do a class. It's like just a weekend, two-day thing or whatever. It was a Saturday and a Sunday. You got to do a class and take the little test. And then, you're kind of done with it, but you can't leave Bexar County for a year. So it's like, man, this stuff is stupid. So the season goes on. Usually the court dates aren't like right away. Before I had to turn all this stuff in. And knowing I wasn't supposed to leave, but the hell, man, I'm going back to California. So I go back to California. I do a UFL workout. That was another league at the time. And I want to make more money than what I was making in the Arena Football League as a rookie. So try out for the Sacramento Mountain Lions. They really liked me, but they're like, you don't got NFL next to your name. And I'm like, damn. All right. So everybody they kept had NFL next to their name. I did extremely well though. They kept me after having return punts, all kind of good stuff. And then I get a call eventually from my probation officer. And she says, where are you? I said, in California. She said, yeah, I suspected that. I put a warrant out for your arrest. I'm like, what? For what? She was like, you football players think you can get away with everything. And I listen, I don't think it was the fact that I was a football player or anything like that. I think I was just young and stupid. That's what it was. I was young and stupid. And she's like, you guys think you can get away with everything? I put a warrant out for your arrest. So, uh, yeah, you better come and do all your stuff, whatever you got to do. So at the time, I told my girlfriend, like, man, I got to go back to San Antonio. I literally drive 24 straight hours with a warrant out for my arrest, which that's another crazy thing I did. But I think I might have pulled over one time to take like a 2-hour nap. But I basically drove 24 straight hours to San Antonio, get to my homegirl's house. Aubrey, shout out to Aubrey. She let me stay there for a little bit. And I just start grinding. All right. This team that I was kind of associated with, Little Pop Warner team, I went to them, did all my community service hours with them. Shout out to them. Still have somewhat of a relationship with some of the parents there. I did the class I was supposed to do. I paid my fine and got a little job. At this time, I'm working at Macy's. All right. Got my own apartment, working at Macy's in the back room, $7.25 an hour. $7.25 an hour. Damn. Anyways, working at Macy's for $7.25 an hour. And all of a sudden, man, I was just like, all right, like I've knocked out everything that they told me to do. I have to go to court, but I haven't set the court date yet. So technically, I still have a warrant out for my arrest. So now at this time, I'm out here, my girl, she back in California. And I'm like, man, you want to just come out here? She was like, yeah, I'll come stay out there in San Antonio. So she's moving from Stockton to San Antonio to come stay with me on the drive back. So I flew to California to get her. We're driving back with her car and her stuff. Get pulled over somewhere in Texas. Sir, you got a warrant for your arrest. We got to take you to jail. I'm like, what? So now I'm in the middle of nowhere. All right, middle of nowhere. It's about 3.5 hours, 4 hours from San Antonio. They pull me over. You got to go to jail. So I go to jail for the night. My girl actually had to drive the rest of the way to San Antonio. She hadn't even been there to the new apartment yet. Then she had to come the next day, come get me after I saw the little judge and everything out there in that area. And I go to San Antonio. So now they set another court date for me. And this day I had to go and show that I did everything that I was supposed to do. All right. Now I'm just thinking, all right, I got a court date on this day or whatever. Let's just get ready for that. I have a season that's kind of coming up now. Let me start training. So I'm working at Macy's, training in some spare time, getting ready for the actual Arena Football League season that's coming up. And next thing you know, I had this agent, right? And I had got this agent at that UFL tryout. And he's like, man, Eric Crocker, I like, I can help you get on with the team. And I'm thinking like, okay, you can help me get on. Like an agent wants to represent me. Cool. I ain't know anything about an agent. So the agent's helping me or whatever, but he's not really helping with anything. Everything he's telling me is what I already know. Damn, every arena team wants you. Well, yeah, I bought out my rookie year. Can you help me get to the CFL? Can you help me get to the CFL? He said, oh, man, baby boy, you got to crawl before you walk. That's how he was talking to me. I'm like, man, I don't need this dude. If he's only going to help me get arena, I don't need an agent to help me get on in arena. I could do that myself. So I ended up firing him and getting with another agent that my guy Devin Mays had. And my cousin told me, hey, man, call this guy. All right. And just stick with me, y'all. It's all going to come full circle with the New York Jets. But my big cousin was like, hey, call Devin Mays' agent and see if he can represent you. So I call him and he's like, oh, yeah. I heard you were supposed to be calling me or whatever. Like, what's your name? I'm like, Eric Crocker. And he was like, you got any film or anything? I'm like, yeah, I got one on YouTube. All right. Y'all can still see this video on YouTube. So he types in my name on YouTube. He's watching it as I'm on the phone with him. And he's like, okay. Hey, man, hey, I'm going to call you back. We might got something here. We might have something here. All right, I'm gonna call you back. So I'm like, all right, whatever that means. So I continue doing my little thing, working at Macy's and whatnot. I know I got a court date down the line. I gotta go turn in everything. And so he's like, 2 weeks goes by, and he's like, hey man, what are your pro day numbers? I'm like, pro day? I ain't do no pro day. I just went straight to the arena league. I'll explain that a different time. All right, but I just went straight to the arena league. And he's like, all right. And then he hits me back a week later. Hey, BC Lions in the CFL, they want to fly you into any workout you want to go to. Whatever workout you want to go to, they will fly you in. They really like you. They're claiming you. You're like property of them. You go work out for them and whatever, they're going to sign you. I'm like, what? The CFL? He's like, yeah, but first you got to sign with me. You got to fire that other agent you have and you got to sign with me. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like if you just did this and the other agent ain't did nothing for me but some arena stuff, hell yeah, man. Like I'm ready to sign right now. So I fired the other agent, which is really hard for me to do because I'm like a really nice guy. But I had to fire the other agent. Oh man, Croc, no, baby, don't do this to me. I'm like, hell, man, like this is tough. You act like I'm have you on your knees about to shoot you in the head or something. But anyways, so so then I signed with the new agent, Dante Robinson. Shout out to my guy Dante Robinson. And he's like, all right, let's get to work. Now, this is the crazy part, y'all, and I kid you not. Within 2 hours, he calls me back. Hey, the Indianapolis Colts, they like you. Hang tight. Hold on, somebody else is calling. So then somebody calls him. By the time he calls me back, there's about 10 NFL teams that called him. Listen, I don't know why. I don't know how. But by the time he called me back, 10 NFL teams called. And then he calls me back again and he's like, hey, the New Orleans Saints, they want to fly you in 2 days. Are you ready for that workout? Hell no, I'm not ready for that workout. But yeah, I'm ready for the workout. So I go do a workout for the New Orleans Saints. And at this time, remember, this is 2013. So can y'all remember what was going on in New Orleans? 2013, this is like late January, early February. Y'all probably won't guess. So I'm just going to tell you. The San Francisco 49ers against the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. All right, it was that week. So I fly in. I go in the locker room, and I'm like, shit, like, there's Michael Crabtree, there's Kaepernick, there's, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow. So, I'm me being a big 49er fan. I've always been a Niner fan. Like, I love my team. This was the first time where I'm like, am I supposed to still be a fan? I'm trying to get on the NFL team right now. So anyways, I had my workout with the Saints. I blew it away, but did not run a fast 40 times. So they said, you know what? You didn't run a fast 40 times, but you killed the ball drills. You killed all that. We're going to bring you in for rookie minicamp. If you impress there, we're going to like you. Now, remember, all this is going on. I'm not supposed to leave the county, Bear County, where San Antonio is. I'm not supposed to leave it, but this, like, I got these NFL opportunities. I'm doing all this. All right. So that was the first one. I land back in San Antonio. I get a call from my agent. Hey, Philadelphia Eagles, they want to bring you in for a workout next week. Go home, work on your 40 time. So I flew to California. I'm not supposed to leave Bear County. Fly to California, work on my 40. Boom, fly out to Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? They got this when they had like Mike Vick and all those guys. John Middlecoff, I'm 95% sure he was one of the scouts there or whatever. But I had my workout. I'll go more in depth about this workout later, but it wasn't really set up for me. Anyways, they didn't sign me. All right, Chip Kelly and those guys, they didn't sign me. So I fly back, work on my 40 again. All right, hey, the Jets, they want to fly you in 2 weeks. Get in shape, work on your 40. So I fly to California. I'm not supposed to leave Bear County. I fly to California, work on my 40, all that good stuff. And then the Jets, they show me the day that I'm supposed to be there. And I'm looking like, man, why does this date sound familiar? It's not even registering to me why this date sounds familiar. All right. So, anyways, I continue to train. I continue to get ready for the Jets workout and everything. And about 3 days before, it occurred to me, I got fucking court. I got court that day. I got court this same day. I'm supposed to fly out to my workout. Now, my workout was the following day. But, New York, that's a long kind of flight or whatever. Or New Jersey. So I'm supposed to be at this workout, but I also have court. What do I do? Like I'm somebody. I went to a Division II school. You see my helmet there. I was in the Arena Football League. I can't miss this court date because somebody bailed me out and that money and all that type of stuff. I can't miss this court date, but I can't miss this opportunity to sign with the Jets. What do I do? So I pick up the phone. I call the guys from the Jets and I said, sir, I know that my flight is for that morning, but there's a death in the family. I had one of my friends, my best friends, he died. Do y'all think y'all can push my flight back to later that evening? Said, oh, Crocker, no problem. We'll push the flight back. There wasn't a death in the family. I fucking had court. I had court to try to get one to get exonerated of all the things that I had going on with the legal stuff and leaving California and all that. And then I had to ask for permission from the judge to leave. So, I mean, I'm smashing, boom, go. Everything is paid for, everything is done, turn everything in. I have this lawyer. I don't know if he was from the mob or mafia or whatever the heck going on in San Antonio. I don't know what he had against this judge, but man, she said, all right, yeah, you're free to go. And he was like, ma'am, can he go? He has a workout in the NFL with the New York Jets. Can he go to his workout? She said, oh, yes, of course, let him go. And I got the freedom to be able to go to my workout. So now I had to smash to the airport. I'm still in my court clothes. Boom, get there, fly out to Jersey. I land there about 11 o'clock at night. They have somebody pick me up from the airport. They pick me up. I go. I relax. I wake up. I have breakfast. They come get me from the hotel. And I have my workout. And it's a workout I'll never forget. It kind of changed my life, changed some opportunities for me moving forward. I remember getting there and I'm just listening to Going Up Yonder. Do y'all remember that song? Church, all my church folks, y'all probably remember. I'm going up yonder. I listened to it. It was my grandma's favorite song. She passed away in 1999. But I used to love when she used to sing that to me. But I listened to that song about 10 times. And listen to one of them songs 10 times, one of them gospel songs, they're about 6 minutes each. So that's about an hour long, right? It might have been longer. Them songs hella long. It might have been 10 minutes long. But I listened to it. I'm warming up. I'm getting ready. I see guys like Kyle Wilson. I see Marty. I see other guys around the facility. I'm zoned in. I hear Rex Ryan, hey, what's the deal with this kid? And somebody was like, oh, he's coming from another league. Anyways, run my 40, boom, 4.53, fast enough. All right. Run my shuttle, boom, good enough. Do my drills, boom, good enough. And I knew I was going to kill the field work. But anyways, man, I remember my boy Thomas Mayo. He's like, oh, yeah, they sending me to get my physical and they finna sign me. And I didn't hear anything about me. So I'm like, damn, they're not signing me. This is the third workout I've had and nobody signed me. I got the rookie minicamp invite, but nobody's signing me. So I eat, and they're like, all right, hey, we're gonna take a couple of y'all to get physicals. And I'm like, hey, they gonna sign us? And my guy was like, nah, they just do this sometimes just to get the medical work on you so they could potentially bring you back, if need be. And they just want to make sure that your medical stuff is cleared up. So we go, we get our physicals about 3 hours long. 3 hours long. And I'd say about 2.5 hours into the physical, my agent texts me, Croc, don't fail the physical. Huh? What? Don't fail the physical. If you do not fail, they're going to sign you. Pass the physical, and they're going to sign you. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Because once, I'm going to tell another story of just my life. All right, but I can't believe it. And they signed me. I get back to the facility, Florham Park, New Jersey. They got the paper there, and I signed the contract. And I just cried. One day, y'all, I'll tell the story about why I cried and everything that I went through to kind of get to that point. But that's the story, man, of how I lied my way on to the Jets. On another story time, I'll tell a little bit more about my life and different trials and tribulations I had to go through to even get to that point and that opportunity. But I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the Jets. I'm thankful for that opportunity. I'm thankful for being there for that year and everything that went into it. But I had to lie my way onto the Jets. I don't I don't suggest doing that. And I definitely don't suggest drinking and driving. Don't do it. Stupid, young, immature. Won't happen again. But appreciate everybody listening to this. If you like stories like this and just my show in general, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But that's going to do it, y'all. I'm out, man. Peace.
Intercepted. It is picked off by Aaron Crocker. Over midfield, he'll run it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Crocker Talk TV podcast. Peace.